My dear friend, you are most welcome on my channel. This my video will be in English for the Europeans. This is my book Invaders and Hidden Facts by Vijay Kumar Pal, and I have written so many books. That is Invaders and Hidden Facts, Discriminated Hindus by Vijay Kumar Pal, and many books you can search on the Amazon and Flipkart. It is. Today we will discuss about the immigrants, especially the Muslim immigrants from the Asian countries and the North African countries, because the majority of the Muslims are living in the Asia and in the Northern African countries. What is the danger? What is the demerits of the immigrant Muslims in the Europe? There is a lot of dangerous points by the Muslim immigrants throughout the world, not in the European countries, but also in Australia, New Zealand, United States of America, and Canada. You see, according to the Islam, the first chapter of the Islam is the hate chapter of the non-Muslims. As we are well aware that in European countries, majorities are the Christians countries. In the language of Islam, they are the filthy, according to the Quranic verses. They are not proper people because they do not believe in Islam, the belief of the Allah, and belief in the Quran, due to the fallacy of the Allah. As we are well aware that Allah is totally a fallacy, because if Allah is the creator of this universe or the creator of the earth, how he does not know that what is shape of the earth and what is movement of the earth? According to Quran, it has been stated so many verses and in hadith that earth is bed sheet like, or earth is just like a seat. This is not true. Earth is not seat, but it's a oval shape, or rather the round shape. But Quranic Allah stated in the Quranic verse of Al-Naziyat 79 chapter, you can read 27 verses to 33 verses, that Allah stated that earth is like a seat, and I did spread as like a seat, for the animals and the humans can live on this earth. So the chapter of Al-Najat is totally fallacy of Allah. Quranic Allah stated that the earth is static and the sun moving around the earth. This is not true. This is totally a greatest lie of the Islam. Though all the Islamic jurisprudence is the greatest lie. So the immigrant, when they will enter in the non-Muslim countries, they will spread the hate according to the Quranic verses. This is not the fault of the Muslims, because they are totally brainwashed. They are illiterate. They are uncivilized in some manner, because the relation between the Islam and the uncivic or uncivilized theology is a bosom friend, means Islam synonymous of the uncivilization and the dirtiness of the brain of the follower of the Islam. This dirtiness shows in the many Quranic verses. According to Quran, all the Europeans which are the non-Muslims, all the Canadians which are the non-Muslims, all the Indians which are the non-Muslims, all the United States people which are the non-Muslims are the filthy, literally meaning the najas in Arabic, meaning is the filthy, just like a beast or just like a potty or excreta. This is why Islam is totally ignorant about the human values and the civilization. Islam is a most uncivilized theology or the doctrine which was spreaded or the launched by so-called prophet of the Islam, that is Muhammad bin Abdullah. So this is why when the all Muslims are following the path of the Islam, they never try to peace and harmony with the non-Muslims, because Islam is a gang of those Muslims or those people who always try to kill so many non-Muslims throughout the world due to their beliefs. This is why the presence of the Muslims in the non-Islamic country is very, very dangerous or dangerous to the society. This theology is a totally disturbing, violent ideology due to the Quranic verses and the character of so-called Prophet Muhammad, who was certified a robber, a killer of the non-Muslims. During his life period, he looted or he robbed so many caravans of the Jewish businessmen. Even he did not spare the caravan of his colleagues, his clanmen, his tribesmen, as Abu Sufyan was his first or second cousin, I think second or third cousin. Muhammad tried to rob the caravan of the Abu Sufyan, who was the Jewish. The main character of the Islam and the Prophet Muhammad was to only the pacify the lust of the Muslims, which were along with the Muhammad Sahib and which were the certified robber. Muhammad Prophet palmed the grease to all the cliques or the companions which were along with the so-called Prophet Muhammad Sahib, to palm the grease with the women, the robbed by the Muslims, vagabonds. Certainly these companions of the Muhammad Sahib was the vagabonds, or they were loitering throughout the world to only looted or rob the women to fulfill their lust. And this is the part of the Islam. This is the part of the Sharia. This is the part of the fiqh or the jurisprudence of the Islam. This is why Islam is a dirt. Islam is a certain dirt which can contaminate the whole society with its uncivilized manner, and the theology of the Islam are disturbing the peace and harmony among the non-Muslims and the Muslims. This is the compulsion of any Muslim to spread the Islam or to kill the non-Muslims if they denied to adopt the fallacy and the superstition of the Islamic theology. This is why these all Muslims which are following the Islam and could not spread the Islam 100%, they are frustrated from the side of the Allah, because Allah is nothing. Totally it is a fallacy, I as earlier told you in this video. So the immigrants of the Muslims which are living in the New Zealand, in the Australia, everywhere in the world where is the basic facilities are more far better than these Islamic countries. They are going to the non-Islamic countries or un-Islamic country to take asylum. This is a fraud of the Muslims, because they are going to those countries which are un-Islamic country or the Muslim minority countries. The agenda of this Muslim immigrant is a hidden agenda to spread the violent ideology which is known as Islam throughout the world. And when the majority will become in these countries, they will impose the Sharia or the Islamic jurisprudence, which is very, very fatal and against the non-Muslims. And in the Sharia, the only power will be designated to all the Muslims, and there will be no power to the non-Muslims. They will live in the fear of the Islamic Sharia, which is very, very brutal and cruel to the non-Muslims. In the past history, you have seen so many victimization of the non-Muslims throughout the world. It is very amazing that the rapes with the non-Muslim woman by the Muslim is certified in the Islam. When they will rob the Hindu woman, the Christian woman, or the Jews woman, or the any other non-Muslim woman, they will be the sex slave of the Muslim people according to the Islam. And all the robbery is certified in Islam as a malik ganimat, and the 20% of the share was to the Prophet Muhammad during his lifetime. So what is the guarantee when the majority of the Muslims will be residing in the European countries and the Christians or atheists will be in minority? What is the guarantee they will not be suffered by this idiotic and the super stupendous violent ideology which is known as Islam? So my dear European people, you must aware the danger or the terror of Islam. All the European countries are on the threshold of the Islamic terrorism, and the war and terror is the synonymous of the Islam, because according to the stupidity of the Quran, it has been stated that one Muslim is equal to 10 non-Muslims. Means one Muslim is superior than to the 10 Christians, Hindus, or the Jews, or the non-Muslim. Such type of the stupidity these Muslims are following, then you can say the what type of these brainwashed people. And it is well known proverb in English that a wise foe is better than a stupid friend. But this is the double negative essence of the Islam. These are also stupid foe, not a friend. So it is doubled the terror, terror to the societies, terror to the humanities, and terror to the civilization, which has been earned by these European countries after so many sacrifices in the way of the restructuring of the Europe. Europe was also the sufferer of the Islamic invaders, as the Spain was totally converted as Islam. And it is very amazing that these white peoples, so-called white peoples, or the Christian peoples, now are giving the asylum to the Muslim immigrants from throughout the world, especially from the Asian countries and the North American countries. You see, in the past, what had been occurred against the all known Muslim societies throughout the world. In the Europe, in the India, the Sanatan Vedic culture was devastated by these Islamic invaders since 712 Anno Domini, when the Muhammad bin Qasim, a Islamic invader, came to India and kidnapped the daughter of the king Dahir. So this is the duty of every Muslim, to kidnap the women of the non-Muslims to fulfill their lust. Because this show the activities of the Prophet Muhammad, that he looted so many women, he robbed so many women. Even he went to attack, to rob the women of the Tabuk, which women were the almond hair or almond eyes. And Prophet Muhammad gave the greed to his companions that we will go to the Tabuk to kidnap the all non-Muslims beautiful women for fulfill their lust, the Muslim lust. In Islam, even the women of the Muslims are the commodity. They are not the living organism. If any Muslim woman is sick or unhealthy, if he denied to cooperate with the intercourse, her husband, she will go to Jahannam, and the Farishte or the angel will criticize throughout the night to him, to her. You say the Islam, base of the Islam is totally based on the sexuality or the lust, and the lust of the wealth, which can be accompanied by the robbery which did so-called Prophet Muhammad of the Islam. So this is the war or terror of the Islamic doctrine. Many people, many society are being suffered in this doctrine. The condition of the minorities in the Islamic countries is going back to worsen. You see, the migration of the Hindus towards India is very peculiar in these days also. But certainly even a single Muslim came to our country or the another country throughout the world from the Islamic countries, what is the purpose of that Muslim? Why these Muslims which are from the Islamic countries are not going to take the asylum in the any other Islamic countries? Because this is the hidden agenda to spread the Islam, to kill all the Muslims, non-Muslims by hook and crook, and rob their women for fulfill the Muslim lust. But this cannot be now continue, and the this is the liability of the non-Muslim throughout the world to fight against this Islamic doctrine. Jihad Asgar means full dictatorship, full Gunism against the human values and the non-Muslims. Otherwise, our society will be deteriorated by these Islamic games throughout the world. Islam is a real danger to the society. Islamic doctrine, real danger to the society. We are not criticizing the Muslims, but if any Muslim are following the same path as followed by the so-called Prophet Muhammad, or the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, if any Muslim is following, certainly he is a terrorist. No need to say that there is a hardcore Muslim or the softcore Muslim of the hardcore Islam or the softcore Islam. There is no softcore Islam. Islam always a hardcore terrorist, violent ideology, and this is why all the terrorists are the Muslims. Every Muslim is the terrorist if he is following the sunnah of so-called Prophet Muhammad. I hope that the all European people will open your eyes and to fight this violent ideology and to check the immigration of these Muslims from the Asian countries and the North African countries. Thank you very much. See you.